I'm Noreen and welcome to my kitchen. Today we have something amazing and it's going to blow your mind. You know, we really love Oreo truffles, and since tomorrow is Valentine's Day, you know what better day to make Oreo truffles? Additionally, what else is better on Valentine's Day than chocolate-covered strawberries? I'll tell you what's better. It's going to blow your mind. I'm going to make for you a red velvet Oreo Truffle chocolate-covered strawberry. Yes, I said that. Let's go see how we do it. Okay, let's go over all of the ingredients to make this really easy and delicious Valentine's Day treat, or really anytime. I think these would be great for a bridal shower or a baby shower, or just anytime you want to make something special for somebody that you care about. What you're going to need is 30, I have red velvet Oreo cookies, so you're going to need 30 Oreo cookies. If you use regular Oreos, you're going to need to use the double stuffed version. The specialty versions generally have double stuffed filling. So 30 red velvet Oreo cookies or whatever flavor that you're going to use. 4 ounces or half of a large brick of cream cheese that I have softened. I have several strawberries here. I'm going to just use this many because we don't need that many truffles hanging around the house. And then if we have leftover truffle filling, then we're going to go ahead and we'll just dip those and roll them as regular truffles. We're going to coat these with some candy melts that I have already melted. I have a dark cocoa candy melt and I have a white chocolate candy melt. I also have some colored candy melts that I'm going to be melting in plastic bags to drizzle and make a pretty decoration. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is clear, and I'm going to come back and we're going to start making the red velvet Oreo truffle filling. Alright, I guess I neglected to mention when I did my ingredient overview, I have run these Oreos through my food processor, if you haven't already figured that out. I just got out my mini chopper and I did several batches. I broke up the cookies when I put them in there. If you don't have a food processor or mini chopper, you can just stick these in a Ziploc bag and bash the hell out of them with a rolling pin. It'll be fine. Just, you want them to be mashed, you want them to be crushed, and I'm feeling in here there's couple of bigger pieces and I'm just kind of crushing those between my fingers. It's all good. Don't worry about it, okay? You just want it to be somewhat fine. It smells just like red velvet cake. It smells like bakery frosting in here now. Now I have this brick of cream cheese that has been softened. And I have the gloves on my hands, so I'm just going to go in here. Mind you, this is half a large brick, so 4 ounces of cream cheese. You can refer to the recipe at noreenskitchen.com, or you can go ahead and print your own out and keep it in your cookbook or your recipe file, wherever you like to keep things. So we're just going to go ahead and mix this up until it's a nice thick dough that resembles the consistency of Play-Doh. Our truffle filling is ready, and you can see that it's got this nice shiny consistency, and it looks like, and it feels like a bit of a softer version of Play-Doh, okay? Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and divide these up about that big, okay? So that's about 2 tablespoons worth. You can make them smaller. If you are only going to dip these, you might want to only make them this big, because that's a really rich mouthful right there. Alright, we're going to proceed. I'm going to show you how to cover your strawberries with the truffle mixture. I divided my truffles up in evenly. I used a little ice cream scoop that was 2 tablespoons large. And I only needed 12 because I'm only covering 12 strawberries in total. Some of my strawberries are like the size of Micah's head, so we have some really big ones. But you can see here, you can see the little strawberry poking out of that one. The rest of them I did actually envelop completely, but the extra truffle filling that I had, I actually cut the portions in half, and I re-rolled them into these tiny truffle sizes. So I'm going to show you how to cover the last 2, and then I'm going to put these in the fridge for about 20 minutes. I have your little ball of truffle dough, and then you're going to just put it in your hand. It helps if you use latex gloves, Or if you're going to use like a piece of parchment, just lay it down and press this out. But it really, this is one of those things you've got to do with your hands, okay? Take your strawberry. You want to make sure, I've previously washed these and dried them individually. I set them on a paper towel and I'm drying them off again right before I put them in the truffle filling. So just stick it in there and then kind of press it up onto the strawberry. I know this looks, it looks a lot more difficult than it is. Just kind of manipulate that dough onto this. All you want to do now is, if you can cover it up completely, then I suggest you try and do that. And this kind of mold it in your hand. And if your strawberry doesn't look so much like a strawberry, this is where you can actually force that. Okay. I'm going to do this last one. If you can't cover the whole strawberry, it's not really a big deal. But you can just take some from a place where there might be a little bit more and add it to a place where there might be a little bit less. And then just kind of start rolling it in your hands and make it look like a strawberry that's inside there. All right, pop it onto a parchment lined tray. I am now going to put these in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes. And when we come back, we'll start dipping. All right. We had these strawberries in the fridge for at least an hour. We went and had some lunch, and I'm going to go ahead and dip these. I have one bag of dark cocoa candy melts. These are the Wilton style, and one bag of white chocolate candy melts. I just melted these in the microwave, and I'm just going to go ahead and dip the strawberries in here. I'm using just a skewer. And when you refrigerate your strawberries like this, it helps the chocolate to set a little faster. There we go. I'm going to do another one. It's kind of hard to do this where you can see it, but I'm just going to dip it so it covers the whole thing, and I'm going to kind of turn it and tap. And I'm going to stop and let some of that excess drip off. Cookie sheet. Pull out the skewer, and I will continue to do the rest of these the exact same way. I got everything coated. I actually double dipped the white chocolate strawberries because once I dipped them, you could kind of see that the first coating was a little bit sheer, and you can see the red velvet filling kind of peeking out from the inside. So I let them cool while I finished everything else, and then I double dipped them after they solidified a bit. I drizzled them with a little bit of the white chocolate and the dark chocolate, and I melted some of these red and pink candy melts, but I don't know if they were old or what, but they didn't want to flow right for me, so it is what it is. Nobody here is going to complain about that when they eat them, so it's not a big deal. But I'm going to return these to the refrigerator for about 10-15 minutes, and then when we come back, I'm going to show you how I'm going to present them. So we'll be back when it's time to do that. Okay, there you have it. I have prepared them for presentation. I just have them on this really cute charger plate that I got at Michael's. It looks like a big old doily, and I thought it was super cute. Perfect for Valentine's Day, and it just really displays these beautifully. I have kind of put the strawberries in the center. I've used some large cupcake liners for serving, and then I have mini cupcake liners and some red foil. These liners I actually got after Christmas 2 years ago, so I extracted them from my backup bin, and this is how I'm going to serve them. So, you know, we have to cut one in half, right? Because I have to show you what they look like, but I don't want to disturb. So I already cut one. There's what it looks like. But let's cut this white one in half. You're going to want to gently kind of take a steak knife and saw it in half. Look at that. I think that looks amazing. So I guess the next logical thing would be to make Rick taste this.
If I have to.
Well,
Awful.
awful. I have to try.
That's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
It really is like a cake pop wrapped around a strawberry dipped in chocolate. It's really amazing. What a lovely thing to make for Valentine's Day. So, I hope you try these red velvet Oreo Truffle chocolate covered strawberries, and I hope you love them, and I hope you have an amazing Valentine's Day. Until then, I'll see ya! For joining me in my kitchen today. I hope you liked what you watched today, and I hope that you try it, and I hope that you love it. If you like what you saw, please consider hitting the thumbs up button and giving me a positive rating. And also, make sure that you hit the subscribe button if you're already not a subscriber so that you don't miss out on any of the fun we have here in our kitchen every single day. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm really glad that you're here. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to come by tomorrow. Until next time, happy eating!